Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you've watched a couple of my last videos, you might be aware that I've been battling some foot injuries here. It's been hindering my ability to hike, and they've creeped back a little bit. So I've been going to doctors. I have a follow-up appointment this week where I'm going to get fitted for some custom orthotics. So I really haven't been hiking, but it's a beautiful April day here on the west side of PA, so I figured why sit at home. I'm going to try to find something to do where I can be outside, and I looked around for some roadside waterfalls, and I found Cascade Park up in Newcastle, PA, which is about an hour north of Pittsburgh. Apparently this place used to be an amusement park, and I think somewhere maybe in the 1980s it closed down. But the park was built right next to a waterfall, so I'm gonna go take a look at that, get some 360-degree footage, maybe walk around. There's we've got the Vietnam Memorial Monument behind me. I think if you do walk a little bit, you might be able to see some remnants of some of the old rides. So I'm gonna walk as much as my foot allows me. You know, just a lot of pain, but I'm pushing through it. So let's go take a look at this waterfall. So right next to where you park, there's a small little pavilion. It's kind of behind me. You can have a little picnic and listen to the waterfall. You can't really see it, but you can listen to it. And then there's a small business here of some sort. There's this waterfall right here, and there's some families down there that are kind of wading in the water. I don't know the name of this creek or anything. I didn't really do my research, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to walk over and see if I can get down there and get some footage. So there's this little rock path that you can go through the barricade there and come on down to the first part, the Cascades. So earlier I was up there on that bridge. I parked up there next to this pavilion. Go down a little bit, and there's the young folks playing at the top of the main waterfall. So it looks like I'm going to go back and get in my car and drive down the road a little bit and go to the lookout that's up there and take a look at the main waterfall. Alright, so it's a pretty neat waterfall. It's probably about 20 foot tall. The vantage point, you're pretty far away, but I mean, for a roadside waterfall, why not? So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here and see what we can get out of this. Look at that. That's pretty good. Hopefully that girl stays safe and doesn't go over. There you go, Cascade Falls and Cascade Park in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. So if you go along this fence here, looks like there's more cascades down there. Some type of old structure that I can see. Probably might be a part of an old amusement park ride. So I'm going to explore a little bit and see if I can get down closer. So if you walk down along the fence, you'll come out to a clearing. I'm on top of a rock overlook, looking at some of these other cascades. There's a woman down there walking her dog, so I guess you can get down there closer. Not sure if my foot will handle it, especially getting back up. But you can definitely do that pretty easy. So far, it's a neat little park. Man, it is really windy today on this beautiful day. Looks like there's this rock outcropping up here. I'm going to go up and see if I can get a good vantage point. So why don't we go take a look? Let's see what we see. Pretty neat. There's that structure I was talking about. Looks like an old bridge. And you know, since I'm coming here in the early spring, the trees don't have leaves, so I'm getting good vantage points to take a look down. And you know, once spring comes around and leaves pop up, it's probably be harder to see these cascades. So I'm walking further along this road. Looks like an old abandoned swimming pool over there. Some shelters still. Some more shelters down here. Interesting little park. So it looks like you go down the hill and you come out in this trail. This was where that woman was walking her dog, so you don't really need to scramble down that hill to get here. Some interesting old structures. It's a part of that bridge or whatever this was. Walking along the Cascades. It's pretty cool. I definitely see a lot of families, people walking their dogs. Looks like a very popular spot for dog walkers. Really beautiful place with its abandonedness. You know, that's always has its own beauty when things are abandoned. Kind of like it. Look at that. There's another bridge down there. I see other old structures. So I'm assuming if you go across that bridge I was pointing out, I see some kids coming down on scooters. Probably leads to, I see this playground up there in the distance. Swings and slides, things like that. It's probably pretty fun for families. I don't know how old this structure is. This looks like something you would see at an amusement park, a train depot, or something like that. It's all boarded up. Definitely some garbage in here. I do see a lot of garbage around this place, these trails, and I think it's because since it's not real remote, you got a lot of young kids probably coming here and just throwing their soda bottles around, things like that. Interesting building. So I was doing a little research while I was sitting here watching the falls. So I guess this land was bought around 1897. Back then it was called Big Run Falls, which actually I think some of the trail markers have it as Big Run Falls. So by like the mid 1920s, 1925, there were 17 amusement park rides here, and it was a large attraction where they'd have 7,000 people daily. And then after that, it would fall in and out of repair. It had a resurgence in the 1970s, but then I think in the 1980s is when it kind of was no longer an amusement park and just became designated as a city park or whatever, and that's what it is today. So pretty cool. So Cascade Falls and Cascade Park, or Big Run Falls, I think it's called both. There you have it. Thanks for coming along with me and exploring this cool little park. And as always, keep hiking.